I was around 10 years old when I started going with my father to his doctor's appointments. I was basically in charge of like taking care of my father because he would have this condition, his arthritis, and he was slowly losing his eyesight too. So I was taking care of him, and I was taking care of my brother, who is close to 4 years younger than I am. So my mother had moved down to Mexico, and we moved up to Oregon with my father's family, and so it was us three. I would go with my father to the doctor's visits. I would help translate when there was no translator available. I started to come more after I was diagnosed with like thyroid, like Hashimoto's. Mm-hmm. So I would come here just to have, my thyroid checked. I would come see the doctors, and have they would have me do labs and just check my thyroid. But I actually started coming in more after I had my son and my daughter. My son was around 4. He was around 4, and my daughter was around 1.5. So there was this time where when I would eat, I would feel like a little grain of rice, something like stuck in my throat, and it at first I would ignore it. I was like, well, there, it might be normal, so I tried not to worry about it. But then I kind of started feeling, like with low energy, and it started to feel a little bigger, and I was like, well, no, it's time to go to the clinic. So I came here. I saw one of the doctors, um, and they were concerned. They told me, oh, it could probably be related to your thyroid, but we really want to have this checked out. So the doctor sent me to the hospital to get a biopsy done, and then I had to come back and get the results. That morning, I came in with Brisa, my daughter, alone. I walked into one of the rooms, and I got seen by the nurse, and then they told me that the doctor would wanted to talk to me, that they had the results. And the doctor came in and told me, I'm really sorry, but you have thyroid cancer. And it's not the good cancer, it's the bad cancer. And we want to take care of this soon. I I was in shock. Um, I felt like crying. It was really, really hard. Just hearing the word cancer, because I had lost an aunt a couple years ago from breast cancer. So just the word cancer was just too much for me. It was really, really, really hard at that moment. Um, the doctor assured me that everything was going to be okay, that they would do everything possible to help me out, and that they would refer me to a surgeon who would help me with the surgery, and that they would connect with the hospital, and that I wouldn't need to worry about it, at least in that area. But deep inside, like it was just so, so, so hard. When the nurse stepped out and the doctor stepped out, and they just gave me a couple moments, I just remember looking at my daughter's sweet face, and I was like, oh Lord, you know, I trust you. I trust them. Just give me strength, because this is really, really, really hard. I love my kids. My father needs me. My family needs me. Thanks to the clinic and about a month or so, or maybe less than a month, I was up at the hospital with my thyroid removed. Lisa had contacted the surgeon who was gonna charge nothing for the surgery, and she had also contacted, I believe, Samaritan, so that they would give me like the financial aid form. Because I was scared over like, this situation, having cancer, what's gonna happen, and also the financial part of it. It was really, really stressed. I was like, this is really expensive. I'm not working. It's just my husband. Thank God the clinic here helped with that. Samaritan, they're really, really generous to help out with the financial part of it.